Hi, it's me, TheDolldonna. I have been away for a long time. I have done a few doll videos, but I haven't done any other videos. A lot of things have been going on, have happened. We had a bad 2013. I'm hoping that
Except for the Red Sox.
except for the Red Sox winning the World Series. That's true. We had a bad year. So this is my son Benjamin.
Hello.
And we were planning on making this video for quite some time. We were going to do it around Halloween, and it just didn't happen. And then Thanksgiving came, it didn't happen. Christmas came, it didn't happen. So finally, end of January, we're doing it. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Benjamin's paranormal experiences. I have talked about my paranormal experiences in the past, and he has had many more. He is actually what I would consider to be a sensitive, because he has seen many ghosts since he was a child. So Benjamin, what was the first ghost experience that you ever had?
First ghost experience I ever had was at in our first home. I was running around with one of my younger brothers, and went to run downstairs and open the basement door very fast, and there was a little boy standing in front of me who was like see-through and blue and in period clothing and just staring at me, eye level staring at me. So I freaked out, I slammed the door, and I ran out of the house. So that was the first experience.
I remember that. And that was in New Hampshire.
Yes.
And then when we moved to Pennsylvania, the house we were living in, we lived in 1 year in a home that was it was considered a carriage house, and it was kind of dilapidated. And we ended up, when the mice, they weren't really rats, they were mice. When the mice moved in, we moved out. But we had a lot of different experiences. I think I've spoken about a few of them. But why don't you talk about an experience you had when you were there was an upstairs, and there were like 3 bedrooms, and the kids slept up there. One was kind of an office, and the stepdaughters would come and sleep in that room, that office room, every other weekend. But you had an experience with Esmeralda, as I call her, his youngest sister. So why don't you talk about that?
Well, I was downstairs watching television, and everyone except for Esmeralda was out either shopping or at work, and it was kind of late, and she was pretty young, so she was kind of dozing. It was probably like around 8 o'clock at night. It was dark out, and all of a sudden she just starts screaming bloody murder. She's screaming top of her lungs. So we were running up the stairs, and her door was the first one on the right. So I turned into the room very fast, not knowing what to expect. And in front of her window, which was the farthest wall, was a full body apparition of a woman in a wedding dress, and she had full big wedding dress, full gloves on, and she's pointing at my sister, but the veil is pulled back, and there's no face. It's just black.
Oh, I don't remember that part. Wow.
Yeah, no face, and
so she wasn't a black woman. She had a black face.
Yes.
Now I get
Not
it.
African American.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, African American. Yes. I when they tell the story, I thought it was a maid from the South, from the Civil War, because they said a black face. But I just got that for the first time. Okay. Wow. All right. And she pointed at Esmeralda.
She was pointing at Esmeralda, and she was screaming. And I didn't know what to do, and I stood there. What felt like probably a couple minutes, but it was probably just a few seconds. And it slowly dissipated away, and disappeared.
Wow, that's neat. And maybe one more. Do you have one more? Oh, I know. Well, here's a good one. You were staying with some friends of the family, we'll call them, and you were in a basement bedroom. And you saw something in the mirror.
Yes. I was in the basement, and I woke up abruptly. It was probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up and I was fully awake, no grogginess or anything, and I felt panicked. And one wall was completely mirrors, and so I was facing that way, and I was looking at the mirror, and I saw a shadowy figure, a black figure, in the mirror, and so I freaked out, thinking that there's someone in the basement, and turned on the light real quick, and there was no one there, and looked around, and no one was there. Everyone was asleep, so it was pretty weird.
Wow. Well, there's another one I can think of. You were walking a dog.
Yes, yeah,
Same
that
house.
was same family friend. Was walking their dog, and walking down the street, and the houses on either side, they start creaking. I start hearing a creaking sound. I think that's weird. It starts getting louder and louder and louder.
Oh, no.
And then the dog that I'm walking stops and won't move forward any farther. And like there's this loud creaking, and I'm getting weirded out, and the dog won't move, and I just want to keep going back towards the house. And I'm looking at the dog the whole time, and so I look up down the street trying to get this dog to move, and in the middle of the street is a girl in a flowy dress, blue in color, running across the street. And when I saw her, she was in the middle of the street, and she moved all the way to my left. And when she went out of sight, the creaking stopped. The dog untensed and was like ready to go, and it was pretty weird.
Wow, that's neat. Well, I thought we would do this together, something different. And if you like this video, comment below. If you'd like to see us, we were thinking maybe we could review together books or movies or television shows. So if you would be interested, if you want to see more of Benjamin, let me know, and we'll do that in the future. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.